And that someone is absolutely me. Let's fucking go. Did you give me another quest for that? Or is that just the same ship we've already heard about? I guess I should probably talk to your husband after I saved everyone's life. Let's go back to fucking picking the crops. Even though the corpses are still very much right here. Aren't they, like, very, very poisonous? Because normally I'd just be like, yeah, fine, let the corpses do their thing. Make the crops even more delicious or whatever. But I don't really like the idea of this hairy, fucking, tumorous, blatant STD going into my potatoes. Don't really want to eat STD potatoes. Thank you very much.
The rocks beyond the eastern beach, but I saw nothing. I tend to leave well enough alone.
Ah, yes.
Bye.
This lovely roast dinner has been brought to you by the delicious flavors of herpes. Yeah, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Alright, let's make our way back home. And we're gonna teleport there because I am the laziest man of all time. I am really, really surprised by the fact there's just no side quests in this place whatsoever. I mean, I know I literally just did one, right? But I think we've only come across the one to allow us into our little house here, which we're doing right now, and the one that we just did. Little Miss Herpes potatoes over there. That's everything. Okay, I mean, not in the last DLC. Round every goddamn corner there was a colossi that needed my help. And maybe, just maybe, there's not a whole lot going on in the village right now. Maybe I need to start moving people in here, and people will only move into my house if I do them a favor or something, and that's where all the side quests will come from. But for now, I'm kind of surprised. There's not a whole lot going on. The foraging goes fucking deliciously, my friend.
Let's see. Yes, this is all of it. I'll begin straight away.
What the fuck was that? Did I just blow a kiss at him? But because he's so small it went right over his head? That's mean, man. That is the ultimate cucking. But why? What was that animation? Just never animate Letharoon unless he's in a cutscene, because I can't even see what's going on. It looks so strange, and sometimes he just gets that stupid fucking smile on his face, and it's just, oh, I never ever want to have to look at that horrible rapey monstrosity ever again. How goes the restoration?
Restorations are still not finished.
Are you
These
fucking
things take
serious?
time.
When you say they take time, do you mean actual time? Or do I just need to step out and step back in? Or do I need to get a certain way in the main quest or something? Maybe, even though it says wait or whatever, maybe it'll just tell me at some point, like, it'll just... I can't speak English, so we're gonna end this session off pretty soon. Plus, what's the time? We're already in overtime, wow! This session went really quick today, I have to say. I mean, the first part of it was finishing the main game, and then there was a whole lot of arena going on, and that's just some of the most fun I've had with the entire game so far, so it's no surprise. But yeah, that went so damn quick. I almost don't want to end, but I am aware that my brain is just shitting itself as we speak. There's not a whole lot of thoughts even capable in there right now. So yeah, I think we'll have a little word with Bradigan. And then maybe I'll head back to my house and hope that maybe something has happened. Maybe it just wants me to complete one fucking quest. Which would be really annoying if I had saved that till last, and that's where we end everything. But luckily, I'm not a complete and utter moron. Just yet. Anyway, give it like 5 minutes and who knows.
Look at you! I could just gobble you up. But it's
Why?
in my contract with the Navy that I do no such thing.
Oh yeah, strict rules against horny cannibalism, huh?
Well done. I had a feeling you'd be full of surprises. I've been here searching for a means of escape, but everyone is so preoccupied with their precious scion that they hardly give me a glance.
Did they find Tari? I mean, we found Tari. We abandoned Tari. Well, what? We know where he is. We can go back and get him whenever the hell we want. We just left him impaled on a fucking Why did we do this?
No. They didn't. Older believed he passed not long after we left him, and that he was swept out to sea. He was a good first mate, Tari. I'll miss the silent little scallywag.
And what you mean by that is he was definitely a blood sacrifice.
Don't always blow in our favour.
I mean, they do. You just regularly... I'm pretty sure you just want to genocide your entire crew. The entire reason you sent me out on whatever the fuck kind of mission you did is because you wanted me to be ended. No fucking witnesses. But I mean, your voice is so adorable, I could never blame you for it anyway. You're so fucking sweet. I mean, just commit all the murders you want. I'm sure it'll be fine. What is the scion?
She's the one they're handing over to their god. Their precious
I'm sorry about the
Kara.
sniffling, that's gross.
They hold a
Maybe that's why my
splendid
brain
ceremony
isn't working.
and surrender her as a vessel. Then the rest of her life is spent in intimate meditation with the spirit.
When you
Sounds
say intimate,
dreadful.
what the hell do you mean? How do you meditate sexily? I don't think that's even slightly possible, but whatever. I spoke with dead Kel.
You met him, did you?
Oh,
Tell
that's
me,
gross, sorry.
What did the villain have to say for himself? Did he have the hangmen with him? Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, the Baronet?
No, he was a little lonely lad today. Are we gonna ask about every single one of them? Okay, where do we start? We know the Whispering Witch is apparently the scariest. At least according to... I've forgotten his fucking name. He's so important. He's the leader of the goddamn village. Is it Aldous? I know it's A-L-D, and then it could be Aldane, Aldur. Fantasy names are hard, man. The Whispering Witch. Let's start with the Baronet.
He's a fancy one.
What's a
More
guy?
concerned with his silks and swagger than with taking a life.
I thought that
As
etch meant
Mother
it was a
always
girl.
said, manners will get you everywhere.
I guess that's
I
Baroness.
mean everywhere.
In which case... No, I'm not gonna do that. You sound too adorable to make that joke. Bloodgrin.
Big nasty brute. He kills with his bare hands if he can, but he'll settle for his hammer if he wants to be especially messy.
And lastly, the Whispering... Why do you know so much about these dudes? You've never seen him before, right? Like, didn't you believe he was a legend, or was that someone else? That was probably someone else. You don't seem like the kind of person that can ever doubt. I feel like if I told you anything, you would instantly believe it no matter what. The Whispering Witch.
She wields a powerful staff, and she likes to whisper into the ears of her victims before they die. No one knows what she says.
Oh, I so hope I get
She's
to know.
also said to be Dead Kel's lover.
I mean, I don't really want to die, but... What do you mean, gross? You are the only person in all of existence, other than, I think, one fey dude from the House of Ballads, who has ever even uttered the word sex. And he was on, like, a fucking sexy rampage, murdering and banging in every fucking corner. I don't think he even used explicitly the word. He had to be like a poet about everything, making it sound absolutely just, a complete bliss and a beautiful moment, even though it was probably just a horrible banging in a basement. But still... I've got to find Dead Kel.
True, and I think I know how. Aldous spoke of an old castaway, a man named Key, who has been on this island longer than anyone. Perhaps he's lived long enough to know our pirate friend. If nothing else, it's a good place to start.
You sound like British Dora the Explorer. I can't take you seriously. What the hell is going on? What now?
We'll know where to find this Key fellow. If we're lucky, he'll be normal, not like the rest of these twisted eels. I'm not counting on it.
Maybe you don't want to insult these guys who are very, very known for their absolute fucking lust for human sacrifice? I'm sure you'll be fine. Not like that guy was definitely looking at you a bit funny. I mean, he's probably never seen an Alfar before in his life, but you know. Who are you? Why am I going to you? What is your name, by the way? Alder, there we go. It was like the one variation of it that I didn't quite get to. Do you have money? You have a cage key. Oh, come on. You just had to be standing exactly there, didn't you? I found like... Oh, it's Thorir. Where's your wife? She's fine, right? She was only missing like one kidney. Who needs two kidneys these days,
you're
right?
settling in. It'll take me a while, I'm afraid. Too many strange occurrences on this island.
Oh, like you and your wife almost dying instantly? I guess that is pretty strange. Your face, however, is a fuckload stranger right now. What the hell? You don't look human. You are the most Neanderthal-looking bastard I've ever seen. It seems like your lips are about, like, I don't know, like an entire ruler's length away from your face. What's going on here? Why do you look like this? Oh, you're still absolute... What was that? What the fuck did I just witness? What was that horrible smiley shuffle wank that was... That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Why were you moaning throughout all of that? Why were you dragging your leg like that? Did you lose feeling in it? Did you need all that feeling for your third fucking leg? I hate that. Don't you hate me? I never even want to look at you ever again, but at the same time, I can't look away.
Hey.
You've hypnotized me with that horrible fucking cum dance, and I'm never looking at you again. Fuck it. Alder, take my mind off of that absolute trauma.
His loss was unfortunate. But in my time, I've learned that everything occurs according to Akara's plan.
Meaning you definitely cut off his
Preparing
head.
for the offering ceremony, to receive our new scion. Only then will you truly understand.
Is the scion him? He got no tongue, you know. I don't think he's really gonna convey the wishes of Akara or anything. The offering, the scion, the fact that these have now shown up? After talking about, forgotten his name. Was it just Ari? Oh my god, it was literally just said. And I remembered it for like hours and hours and hours and hours after we fucking abandoned him. And now that people start mentioning it, it's Tari, isn't it? There we go. But yeah, kind of worrying that these showed up after we speak about Tari, the offering.
It's when we offer one of our own to Akara.
I mean, it was never one of your own, so
And as
can you even
testament
do
to our
that?
trust in his guidance. The ritual takes place once a generation. We bring our chosen one to the mountaintop, where she receives the blessing of Akara and becomes the scion. From that day forward, she holds a place of honor in the village until the next offering occurs.
Why are you saying she? We know it can be either he or she, right? Or can the offering only be she, but the scions can be male or female? I thought the offering becomes the scion. This guy is clearly wrong, or the book is incredibly wrong, or maybe you came along and changed all the fucking rules, but why?
Akara speaks through the scion. They are one. Without the wisdom of the scion, we here in Cape Solace would be lost. She guides us and keeps us true to Akara's path.
So who the hell is
And
the
at end
current
of her
scion?
life, the scion will depart this island with her guard, taking the power of Akara so it may find root elsewhere, like a seedling in the wind.
How horrible and rigid that smile is. Like every single smile in the entire game, especially Letharune's, he just becomes an absolute predator of the sexual kind. Every time he decides to smile in this game. But fucking hell, because of the horrible, rigid facial technology that this game has, like, when he's smiling, it really fits the fact that he is blatantly insane, and I kinda love it. You have information.
Captain Bratigan explained that you plan to bring dead Kel to justice. I understand your reasons, but the quest is folly. Still, I wish you success. So I will point you in the direction of a man named Key. He is the oldest castaway on Gallows End. He will have answers. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Your journey will take you past Soul Deep Fasting, where my wife Bridget prepares for the offering. Take her this amulet.
Oh no.
She will want it.
Oh
All
no.
scions wear it during the ceremony.
Why do you think she was feeling fucking unwell? You're about to get her murdered, and you just have no feeling? How are you even capable of smiling in this situation? I also didn't expect that one of the elders could become the offering. I guess it's just anyone in the village, but imagine being on the board when they decide to sacrifice you. Imagine being a part of the conversation that condemns you forever. You're awful. Your wife is dumb, and we need to tell your goddamn daughter. Where is Soul Deep?
Just down the beach to the west. You will know it by the watchers standing guard out front. Do not provoke them.
I mean, I did everything I could to provoke them before, and they did not give a single fuck, so... Scion's guard?
They are called the Watchers.
Ah,
You will know them by their robes and masks.
so they are people.
They are the silent guardians of Akara. The Scion is their voice. Both the outgoing Scion and the one who has been newly chosen are protected by these ancient warriors.
Alright then. Well, what's the time? The time is... Wow, we've gone 20 minutes overtime. That went really, really quickly. Now, Ollie Madsen. I don't recognize you in the slightest, but at the same time, I also really do. What are you? I love that your hair is just a rope Like, what the hell is not what hair looks like? What has happened to you? You've just straight up sewn a rope into your scalp, you absolute madman. I respect that. You are gonna be how we end the fucking episode for some reason. I could end it in a cool way. I could do something even vaguely fucking smart or witty or funny, but no, we're talking to this giant lad. What are you? I love there's a whole new fucking cavalcade of gods to worship in this place. Loads of different shrines, loads of different effects. Damage resistance and mana regen. It's kind of strange. I think normally when you get a blessing, it sort of gives you a description of the god, but here they just sort of named them and were done with it. I guess that's fine.
You're the one that took that keep on the hill single-handed.
100%, dude. Who the hell are you?
Peaceful rustic life and divine protection don't make for much of a soldier's life. Barely arrived and I'm already bored out of my mind.
Imagine looking like the world's most badass Viking, capable of stomping on all the fucking monasteries, all the rape and pillage you can imagine, with a little bit less of the rape, because that's less acceptable these days, 1,500 years later. But yeah, imagine looking this fucking badass, and just having the voice of every fucking British farmer in the entire world. That's just an Irish accent. I can't do the farmer voice, but fucking hell, man. They're so miscast every single time. To be fair, I don't think anyone will ever look in this game like this voice suits them, because there has never been a guy that doesn't have the exact same rippling fucking tit muscles. I don't know why everyone's so jacked in this game, but whatever. Ollie Madsen.
I come from a big family. My brothers and I used to fight each other all the
Brothers
time.
and I.
Sure, it may sound like tough love, but it prepared us for this harsh world.
And Patrick Dower, I
I've been
guess.
here long enough to know the gentleman in question, but that Myfa woman vouches for him, and that's good enough for me.
And she's around now, huh? Seems like everyone else we've been hearing about in the village has finally bothered to show up. We got Cillian, and we already knew about Ollie. Random Castaway, Alda, Random Castaway. And then Myfa's over there. So she definitely didn't die. She definitely didn't get cast out just yet. She's just trying to do the big suck off in the corner over here. Do women also need to have a rib removed? Who knows? Who knows? Probably 2 ribs. I feel like they need to get down lower.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh, I'm sure it is. If only you knew what I was just talking about. Cape Solace.
I've done my best to adjust to Cape Solace, but it's a feeble pantomime of my life before. Once I spoke for mighty Rathir, its youngest envoy ever by decades. Now I dole out chores for a little man living on a beach.
And how in hell did this happen?
When great powers speak to each other, it has often been with my own voice. I have a way of getting people to ask for what they really want and accept what I am offering. My gifts failed me, however, when the first sparks of the Crystal War ignited. Perhaps nothing could have stopped it, but I still feel culpable. Perhaps, in my service to Gravehall, I can atone for my failings and bring the peace that eluded me.
You don't work at Gravehall. None of that has even happened yet. Way to spoil your own fucking quest game. God damn, you've ruined the entire game for me. No, you haven't. You've made one fucking side quest, like, 0.01% less surprising. So, good job. Good job. It's still fucking weird, though. And Paddy.
No one here has been kinder to me than Paddy. I admire his stubborn refusal to accept any setback. Honestly, I count him as my best friend.
Aw, isn't that sweet? Well, you know what, do you think maybe I can go back home now? Now that all these dudes have shown up? It feels like that would probably be the catalyst for everything being finished, so please, game? Please actually do something nice for me for once also. Oh damn, like did the time just pass really, really quickly then? Because the sun was beating down in the village so fucking hard, and it looked really beautiful. I go over here and it's suddenly nighttime. We've suddenly skipped like an entire goddamn day. How many days have I lost to nothing but fast travel, man? Is it time yet? No? You still hate me?
The weather's been favorable,
Yes?
and the crates of materials you brought were in good shape, so construction's been very smooth.
Does that mean we're done? I mean, clearly fucking not. Alright then. Well, As you might have noticed, I've been a little bit quieter over the last little while, ever since I realized how fucking late it was. Because, obviously, I have neighbors, and I am a loud man, and I don't really want endless fucking noise complaints, because can you imagine if I had to fucking stop doing this? This would be the worst thing. This is all I have in life. So yeah, I've been a little bit quieter over the last little while, because I don't want my neighbors to explode, because I'm not the worst person in the world just yet. But anyway, that means the outro that I'm about to do is going to be absolutely pathetic, because it's rare that we go overtime this fucking hard. It's basically been 30 minutes. I did not expect to go even close to this. So the outro is going to be pathetic, and I do apologize, because I love my outro so much. And I'm sure you all do just as much, because I'm so far up my own arse today. When the hell did that happen? But anyway, once again, I just want to quickly apologize for my brain being the way it is throughout this session. I remember when I was reviewing the game, I was just tripping over sentences so damn much and all that. So I do apologize for that. I'm still, as I mentioned in the end of the last session, at some point I will be going to like a doctor to in case you didn't see the last session, let's do a quick recap. So I did a COVID test. I'm saying it on YouTube again, even though Susan fucking despises it, because I mean, if I'm talking about it seriously, then I might as well. Took a COVID test, it came back, and apparently I don't have it, it wasn't positive, but I do have the antibodies. The only time that I ever could have possibly think that I had it was I was really sick back in January. And that was the last time I was really sick, and it was also well before it was public knowledge that COVID was in the UK or anything. I was so sick, like, not like deathly ill or anything, but I was bedridden, I couldn't speak, felt like I was fucking drowning in my own disgusting goo. It was horrible. That's the only time I can think that I ever possibly had something like that. I was never anywhere close to, like, being really, really sick with it. I never had to go to hospital because I'm a young, strapping lad and everything. But yeah, and basically, I'm not entirely sure if that is what's causing it, and I kind of want to get, like, tested again, just in case it wasn't accurate or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of want to check again, because basically there's this thing where some people who have the big disease never really fully recover. They recover and the COVID's gone, they have no chance of dying or anything like that. But it sort of still affects them. It's sort of still, some people that's like they can't breathe right for a while. Some people it's like they can't get out of bed, and like some days they won't shower or eat because they're just bedridden and everything. And some people it's like it affects their brain a little bit and it makes them all stupid. And I'm thinking that maybe that's a bit what happened to me over this year. Sometimes it's completely fine, and sometimes my brain feels completely normal. And it's also, I keep realizing that I'm probably worrying way too fucking much, and it probably is literally just, like, you know, we've all been in lockdown. Life has been the way it is over this year, and it's all been fucking strange and everything. I know a lot of you, like, watch my videos to escape shit like this, and I'm sorry for sort of bringing it up, but it's a relatively serious conversation that eventually I'll put into an update video, and then never have to talk about again. But, every time I have to apologize, I just feel like I should probably give some context behind it, now that I've sort of realized maybe, just maybe, what's going on. So yeah, long story short, I at some point, it seems like I had the big disease, unless the test was inaccurate, which is still definitely a possibility. I don't think they're 100%. Either way, I didn't have it when I got the test. It was just antibodies, and it seems like it's still affecting me potentially about 9 months down the line. It's either that, or just lockdown's getting to me as much as lockdown is getting to everyone else, and I just kind of want my life back, which is also very much a possibility. But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure I'll be fine. It's not like it's actually affecting my health, just making my mind a little bit hazy every now and then. And when you speak as much as I do, doing like 8-hour sessions like this, it can get a bit worrying when you're sort of like lost for words sometimes, because I'm normally, you know, this has never really been a problem for me before. And I don't like stumbling over sentences and like that, because I like my videos to be as good as they can be. And I know it's a small channel and everything and all that, but I'm going to stop talking, because I thought I was going to just sum it up in seconds and be done with it. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I do apologize, my brain has been a little bit, you know, hazy and disastrous and as much of an absolute mess as it has been for, like, I don't know, the entire goddamn series. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And I will see you in the next one. But for now, this is Strike signing off. Goodbye!